Hey, how's it going? It's time to check out some news. Well, after weeks of ads, campaigning and hearing about it pretty much everywhere, the election is finally over and we have a winner.
I have always believed in miracles. And tonight we've been delivered another one.
Yep, Scott Morrison will stay on as the PM after a shock win that not many were expecting. In the lead up to the election, Labor and Bill Shorten were favourites and polls had been pointing to a runaway win. But it was the coalition who was celebrating on Saturday night as they bounced ahead to claim a pretty comfortable re-election. There will be some changes though, with former PM Tony Abbott losing his seat of Warringah, a position he'd held for 25 years, to independent Zali Steggall. And in the Labor Party, Bill Shorten's announced he'll step down as opposition leader.
I know that you're all hurting, and I am too.
But for now, ScoMo has promised to get and keep Australia's budget in surplus, bigger tax cuts for small businesses and families, and to help first home buyers with their deposit.
Turns out the Aussie election wasn't the only big contest over the weekend. Netherlands was crowned winner of the 2019 Eurovision Song Contest, thanks to Duncan Lawrence and his track Arcade. Italy was close behind in second place, followed by Russia, and Australia didn't do quite as well as we'd hoped. Kate Miller-Heidke came in at 9. Sydney FC has won a record 4th A-League championship after knocking off Perth Glory in the grand final. After 2 hours of play and no goals, the game went to penalties. A bit of creative dancing from Sydney's keeper helped psych out the Perth players.
It's the old hot potato routine.
Retiring Perth striker Brendan Santalab tried to get a bit too tricky with his penalty and failed pretty miserably, handing Sydney the win against the favourites.
Against the Premiers!
And as if the weekend wasn't big enough already, hundreds of millions of people around the world celebrated the Festival of Vesak. And we got some kids to tell us all about it.
Vesak is a festival that's celebrated by Buddhists all over the world.
The Vesak is about celebrating the birth, the enlightenment, and the passing away of the Buddha.
Before the Lord Buddha was Buddha, he was a prince.
One day when he was around the age of 20, he ventured outside the kingdom. And when he ventured outside the kingdom, he saw 4 things.
An old man, a sick man, a dead man, and a monk.
And when he saw these, he realized that not everything in life is happy and there's lots of suffering. So the way to achieve enlightenment is to get rid of craving. The Buddha taught us to get rid of our cravings and to be happy with what we have.
Vesak is a very happy and peaceful day for us.
We're celebrating the Buddha and what he has done.
Thanks for letting us speak about Vesak.
For our next segment, let's head up in the clouds. There aren't many cooler places to hold a marathon than the Great Wall of China. Around 1,500 runners struggled to run 42 Ks through the clouds in one of the world's toughest long-distance races. The track includes 5,164 steps. Feelings of regret coming now. Yep, there it is. And guess who won? An Aussie! Douglas Wilson finished in 3 hours, 25 minutes and 25 seconds. If you've ever wondered what the best paper airplanes in the world look like, well, here they are. At the Paper Wings World Finals in Austria, paper pilots from around the world compete to see whose crafts can fly the longest and the furthest, and whatever this category is. Strangely enough, an Aussie took out a prize here too, for the longest airtime at 13:33 seconds. Internet legend Grumpy Cat has gone to the big meme party in the sky after passing away last week. The little sourpuss, whose real name was Tartar Sauce, became famous thanks to the infamous Grumpy Cat meme. Eventually, she travelled the world to make TV appearances and even starred in her own Christmas movie. Well, that's all for today, but let us know, did you watch Eurovision? Do you think the best singer won? Comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe.